Hello. Apologies for the really bad sound because I've just broken my microphone.
It will.
It's not ideal, but you know.
It is the weekend, and because it's the weekend, we're doing this.
Might not be the weekend when we put this out.
It's the weekend when we're drinking it.
Yes. Churchills Vintage Port 1985. This
very,
is,
very exciting.
Yeah, we have lots of Churchills ports because we love them. But we don't have this one because this came from my cellar and I thought I wanted to try some.
And I also have a bottle, so it's a good tester for me to see how much I want to leave it in the docks.
Yes. And so we thought we'd share it with you. You know, another one of these tasting videos which has absolutely no commercial benefit to me whatsoever.
But we just love it.
But we do. It's an excuse to drink nice wine and share it with you, which is good. Don't forget, if we really want to get some more YouTube love. So if you could sort of subscribe and tell people about our videos, if you like them, or if you think they may like them. Even if you hate them, but you think they may like them, tell them about us. The incompetence and professionalism.
Yes, indeed. Now,
Right.
Churchill's is an interesting one. I'm not one for generalizations, but in the general scheme view of the port aficionado people, Churchill's produces, it doesn't give you that big gutsy style that other ones do. It's more approachable. It's more kind of pretty,
Yeah.
I think. It's less kind of, and you know, because this is, you know,
And a drier style as
and
well.
a drier style, because at the end it kind of dries and nips in. So at 35 years, this is a complete joy. All the tannins are resolved. It's starting to get really complex, and it's not just attacking you because it's too young.
And so a brief history of this is that Churchill's was founded by the Grahams family. They sold up Graham's Port in, I think it was 70 to the Symingtons. And then in 83, they started, or maybe a little before 83, but they started Churchill's. Originally Churchill Graham, then it became just Churchill's. And 85 is their second vintage, 83 being their first. So
yeah, and 85 is their first vintage as Churchill's after, you know, they got the live sued out of them.
I don't think this was sued, but
well, they
advised.
said, no, don't do that.
Yes, don't do that.
So the immediate thing I always get, well, having tasted a couple, what I got a couple of times when ports are kind of not too old, but starting to get mature, there's this banana pick and mix.
Oh, the sort of foam sweetie sort of thing.
Yeah, the foam sweet banana, and that is beautiful. So that's the core of the sweetness, but then there's also a bit of fig as well.
You see, I'm getting a confectionery thing, but for me, it's more clove rock. That's the sort of aroma that I'm getting off it. And then there's sort of some little bits of sweet cherry just fighting its way through. It's not there yet.
No, but that will resolve as things mellow.
And a bit of sort of mentholy, cough sweetie sort of thing.
Good bit of cowpole.
Good bit of cowpole.
It's still, because 85 isn't one of the legendary vintages, whatever. Usually legendary vintages means
Excuse me, I got a bit of cork.
Well, you see, these corks crumble when they're that old.
They do.
It's just a joy.
I've still got the bit of cork.
There's some in my glass as well. It's all part of the fun.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's still got a bit of a grip of tannin though.
Yeah, tiny nip there.
Yeah,
on the gums.
And the alcohol's just still a little prickly coming through. But then you've got this lovely round sweet. It's jammy, but without being jammy.
But without
it's sort of proper jam. It's sort of artisan garden cottage jam.
They've left the seeds in, you know.
Yes.
Exactly.
Which is the cork.
Yeah, it's very Oh, I know. God, if only. So it's not proper. Yeah.
No.
But it's like farmhouse confectionery, you know, Foreman and Mason, you know, really well, nicely rounded plump fruit, but you know, with a bit of hedgerow spice or whatever.
And when we opened it, I tried it, and there was a bit more of that cowpoly thing. But as it's given time, and this is first of all, this is a bit too cold to be honest, and it's also not been open for that long. Yeah. But that's really starting to disappear now. So
totally. And there's like a core of sweetness, which is exceptionally loud.
But dry.
But a drying finish.
That drying finish, that lighter, fresher style of wine.
I feel like if you have this kind of port, you don't necessarily have to have a cognac afterwards because everything is kind of nipped in the bud.
Yeah, it's just, it dissipates nicely and it's a pretty, pretty, pretty bottle of wine.
And it's gorgeous now, but will only get better.
Yeah, we can get it for you. If I don't know what the price would be. Don't say what the cost price is. But we can get this for you. So if you do want a bottle of this, and I recommend you do, give me a quick email, peter@standrewswinecompany.com, and And I'll let you know what the pricing is because I can't remember. We can get this for you if you do want some. But we don't have it as general stock. But we do have their excellent crusted and tawny and white.
Dry white aperitif.
Their white port is brilliant.
Good stuff.
So yeah, we love Churchills. They're a fab producer. Yeah, brilliant wine. Have a good day. Bye.